We moved a little bit.
We're good. What's up?
YouTube live.
Twitter going live. And now the Facebook.
Hey.
3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Insider BA's Rumor Mill. I am your host, as always, Insider BA. Alongside me is yours truly, Dan Gogh.
What's going
Dan
on?
Gogh, welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you on my show, but it's all right because you're going to see me and him and Macho Man Matty Savage and Timo this Thursday. The People's Podcast is back with the Royal Rumble predictions.
My favorite time of year.
Favorite time of the year. For anybody that doesn't know who we are, I want Dan Gogh to shout out everything about social media so you can see us this Thursday and, of course, follow along right now.
Yeah, so all of our social media are portrayed in the description at underscore SmackTalk on Twitter. Search WWE SmackTalk on Facebook. And, of course, the Instagram at underscore SmackTalk. The blog is also in the description. Shout out to everybody that's been sharing us, following along.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
appreciate you. Big shout out to My Fantasy Sports Talk. Always on the upper hand when it comes to sports. So if you're looking for that segue to get your Super Bowl picks, come around the corner. Let's go.
Pats Nation, baby.
Yes, sir. And, of course, our podcasts are on the site. I'm excited for today's Rumor Mill, man. It's been a while.
Today's top rumors. There's some interesting ones. Nothing revolving the Royal Rumble. Obviously, I've been saying in the past few weeks who the favorites are. It's Seth Rollins. You got either Charlotte for the women. So I'm not going to talk about favorites, anything about the Rumble today. I'll be talking about WrestleMania, of course. First top rumor today will be about what's Batista's status, if he's going to be there. Next is what's the deal with Lars Sullivan versus John Cena at WrestleMania, like an update on that. Revival. The biggest thing last week was, of course, they requested their release. So I'll give you an update. Are they going to be revived, or are they just going to be left out in the cold? It's really cold today.
4 degrees.
Of course, in the main event of the top rumors will be there's a SmackDown superstar telling independent wrestlers, don't come here. It's not as cracked up as it is to be. So that's pretty big. That's going to end the show. But, of course, before I get to top rumors, there are the rapid rumors. And everything I'm going to say right now is spoilers. So if you're not into this, I don't know why you're watching, but I appreciate the view. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow, give us a retweet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do everything you got to do before you peace out because you're not into spoilers. Right there. First, of course, I'm always looking at the comments for Facebook. Dan goes on the Twitter. We're here. Danny Sundinsky, Dan the Man, BLA, baby. That's right.
Hey.
2 weeks away. We're going to be beating LA Rams. Maybe we won't. We'll see. But last night gave me a heart attack. Damn.
Double time.
But first thing I say, like I said, this is a rumor show. Spoilers. So if you're not into it, tune out. Do all you got to do. But first, rapid rumor. For the people that are still here, I appreciate you. I always do. Reason for the very sexy or very revealing segments on SmackDown and Raw last week and the week before was Mandy Rose. The reason for the Alexa Bliss backstage segment was, I loved it. I really do.
That was fun.
And Mandy Rose, I'm also a big fan of her. She was in obviously her storyline with Naomi in the towel with Jey Uso or Jimmy. I can't remember which Uso it is. But basically they're trying to inject more sex appeal into their product because they feel if it's on regular TV, why can't we do it? We haven't seen this kind of like
push the sexy?
Yeah, sex appeal since the Attitude Era. And since we've been in the women's revolution, of course, it was always like, but I know there's a lot of hate for it on Twitter. I am okay for it to an extent. Just don't make it like the way it was in Attitude Era, where you literally were like shitting on the women's division.
Right.
Like, don't make it like that. Just make it where, hey, it's happening. Oh my God.
Right.
Alexa Bliss, sorry I walked in on you.
Yeah, like
Mandy Rose is doing it on purpose with the towel, like trying to sabotage Naomi, and that's the whole point of that storyline. So
yeah, as long as they keep it a healthy, even status, because you can't add the sexy and take away what they put themselves through over the last 2 years. So keep the wrestling alive.
Exactly.
Keep the sexy because sex sells.
Sex does sell. Moving on now to the next rapid rumor. Dean Ambrose dropped the Intercontinental Championship last week. That was the biggest shocker of Monday Night Raw. Yeah. To Bobby Lashley in his triple threat match with Seth Rollins, and himself. The rumors for now Dean Ambrose going forward, his potential opponent going into WrestleMania. Drum roll, please. EC3. Believe that.
Wow.
How they start this feud, I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe I really don't know how they're going to start this feud.
Wow.
Take it with a grain of salt. That is everything I say today. Take everything with a grain of salt. But apparently going into WrestleMania, Dean Ambrose is supposed to go up against EC3.
Wow. Somehow they will segue that, which is going to be very awkward, but it's just going to be like, here you are. Take that.
Dane hitting us with the comments. Thank you for tuning in. They did the whole sex appeal thing. They're going into that, or because of Scarlett. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it's Scarlett from TNA Impact Wrestling. Basically, she did a striptease on Impact. Not sure when. I don't watch Impact Wrestling, but I do hear about the Scarlett. I actually do follow her on Instagram. She's a blonde, so why not follow her? That's my thing. But yeah, that's basically. I could see the copying though. They're just trying to keep with the times with Impact Wrestling, even though they're like such an afterthought. Because AEW, you got to watch out for those guys. I know Dan Gogh has a lot to talk about AEW.
I'm ready.
Timo's not here, so we're not going to talk about the whole AEW versus WWE talk. The great debate, soon to come whenever it does. Next rapper rumor, Cena last week took the pin in the was a Fatal 4-Way. Yep. Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, and Drew McIntyre. All great main event. Great main event. Finn Balor he beat Jinder Mahal, modern day Maharaja. I know you're a fan. Unfortunately, you are back to being a Jabba and modern day Jabba. And then he wins by pinning John Cena in the Fatal 4-Way match. Apparently, it was John Cena's idea to have Finn Balor pin him last week so that it made him look like an actual star. Even though he already is a star, they just didn't have a push him. They always kept him under the rug, threw him under there. But John Cena is basically his role now is, you know how it is. He's no longer burying. He's now being buried.
That's what legends do.
Of course.
They put people over. It's exactly how John Cena keeps his respect level at an all-time high with, the WWE universe and also the WWE locker room. I mean, people look up to him for that very reason. I'm sure Vince McMahon wanted him to take the mic and say something, but I think it was all off the cuff. I think he made his announcement on the mic when he grabbed Finn's hand. I think that was just him being John Cena. So I appreciate the level of veteranness he brings out, and I'm really, really excited for Finn Balor.
Yeah.
I think, regardless win or loss at the Royal Rumble, I think this is going to be a big push for him in the right direction, and it's exactly where he needs to go.
I don't know if you saw today, but Finn Balor did tweet out the fact that he is not going to be using the Demon because someone questioned him what attire he's going to bring to Royal Rumble, and he said he's no longer relying on that crutch for now. He wants to push away from the whole demon aspect of his character, and he's going to basically prove that Finn Balor is the man and doesn't need a demon to win matches. Well,
no demon. I mean, we haven't seen the demon in like 2 years.
SummerSlam. We saw the demon against Baron Corbin. You wasted a Baron Corbin, but you're not going to use it to Brock Lesnar Universal Championship match? I know why. You want to know why?
Good.
Because the Universal Championship is a joke anyway. So why even waste the demon?
When you said that out loud, I mean, when you said waste the demon on Baron but not on Brock, I think it's because the rumor that you said last week, obviously Brock is bringing the belt to Mania. So
correct.
Can the demon take a loss?
No.
Exactly.
That's the whole reason behind
when you said that out loud, I was like,
the cover up.
Here we go.
Is that, of course. Going back into comments now. Dan the Man, did you see the Mandy Rose, Naomi, and Jimmy Uso segment last Tuesday?
I saw it multiple times.
I did. It was pretty entertaining.
Repeat.
Dane, Finn is only in push because they are afraid he will leave for AEW. Absolutely. I could totally see that. You also said above, AEW for life. He's already on the AEW train.
Dane?
Yeah, Dane's already there.
Hey.
I mean, I'm a fan. I'm excited to see it. I'm actually kind of excited for the XFL. That's next year.
2020.
2020 XFL debuts or re-debuts.
Well, if XFL is going to do anything, they have a big push with yesterday's referee drama. So it's like, there you go. XFL going to push.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. Dane, however, he's saying shed the demon. We never see it anyways. Exactly.
True.
It's very special. It's a special. I think if he ever turns heel, he should just be a demon all the time.
Yeah.
Just be a demon and just like, or just please just do the Balor Club, Bullet Club.
At least
with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They're just
those guys are rotten.
They're gone.
Way, man.
They're going to AEW. That's
They
the
have
show.
to.
There's no need for them here, unfortunately. Going on to the next rapid rumor now. Sasha Banks and Bayley. They're going to be a tag team. Sasha Banks, you're just another spoke on the wheel, as CM Punk likes to say. Another spoke on the wheel to Ronda Rousey's championship reign. The great Ronda Rousey. Oh, yay. Yeah.
You know I like.
I know you love it. That's why I'm here talking shit. The Ronda Rousey, yep, of course you're gonna beat Sasha Banks, and then Sasha Banks. Apparently, Sasha Banks and Bayley are expected to win the women's tag team titles at the next pay-per-view Elimination Chamber, and are rumored to defend them. I said this a few weeks ago. To defend those titles at WrestleMania against none other than the legends Trish Stratus and Lita.
Oh, jeez.
I
mean, like. They're brand new belts. You don't need to bring back veterans to what? So Lita and Trish can win.
It's WrestleMania.
Like, why do you need
That's
that?
why it's WrestleMania.
I get it, but like, the Trish and Lita lose, you're hurting. Like, what is it?
Their legacy, you're saying?
Right. Like, their legacy is pretty prominent right now.
Or is it the passing of the torch?
Yeah, but I think they already have that torch.
They do.
Like,
they already have it.
It's not like AJ Lee to Paige. It's like AJ Lee to AJ Lee at this point because they're both solidified. They've done things that no other female has done. So,
Tuquan just tuned in. He said, "We don't want to see them old hags." LOL.
Same.
Dane is saying political garbage, basically.
Yeah, I think that's a chance for Vince to introduce because Lita's been a part of that whole WWE Women's Revolution since the start. So I think she's a staple in the whole women's division, and she needs to show. I honestly think she should be like the ambassador, where when she brought up the new WWE Women's Belt, she should have brought out. And I don't hate the Alexa Bliss segment, believe me. Yeah, but I really feel like it's Alexa Bliss. It shouldn't have been Paul Heyman. It should have been Lita, at least, just to talk about the women's titles, the tag team titles, the new titles, right on her show. Yeah. So, and now she's wrestling.
I'm going to like this. Macho Man Matty Sad just tuned in. He said, just like Brady passed the torch to Mahomes last night.
Psych.
Aha. Going back into the topic of the women's tag team titles and Mania, of course. I know they only have one set, not two sets for Raw and SmackDown. So this might be leading to the rumor that's been going on for a long time. The brand split might be coming to an end after Mania. So I don't know, because why wouldn't you bring two? You know, why not make the tag team championships? Because Raw is a joke, their division. Yeah, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable weren't even on the show last week. Yep. But the SmackDown side is clearly the better tag team division. Just unify them, and you only have one. Yep. I think you keep the US and Intercontinental because those are like mid tier. Like you're fighting. Like
there's something to fight for.
Yeah, it's like both of them. And then what's the other? I don't know about the women's though. Maybe we get the unification match at WrestleMania.
If these unification matches do happen, then they better have a brand new design for these belts. I mean, we are going into a world of modern technology, and we're getting the same generic belt styles. Yeah. I don't care that Seth Rollins said, come on, guys, you guys are going to boost still the red universal belt. Yes, it's hideous. It's boring.
It's just the WWE Championship, but red.
Right. It's boring. All these belts are turning.
You want the old Ric Flair one back.
Yeah, I want a big gold. I want Big Eagle. Come on.
Big Eagle. Oh, what about the Shawn Michaels one?
Ooh, the double eagle.
I love that one. That's my favorite one. But moving on now, still talking about WrestleMania. Kevin Owens, I know I said it a few weeks ago, but then there was another report that he's going to come back to the Rumble. But it actually is, he's expected to come back after WrestleMania, and he's going to be feuding with the man who put him on the shelf, Bobby Lashley. Will Bobby Lashley be the Intercontinental Championship come then? We'll find out after WrestleMania. I don't think he will be. You never know. Maybe that's just their way of giving him the title so he doesn't jump ship to AEW as well.
He was definitely going to. He's
boring. When he's I like Leo Rush, but still.
Bobby Lashley is boring. It's the way they're portraying Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was a force to reckon with when he was with ROH, when he was on Impact. He had 4 belts on Impact. Nobody was beating him, but he was the man. So you bring him here, and now he's bending over, showing you his ass. That's boring, man. That's what you're going to get.
Dane just said, too many titles means they become worthless.
What do you mean? What?
Too many titles.
Like one person having too many titles, or
No, I think like too many
multiple
titles
belt,
in general. Yeah,
brand
like
new
the
belts
US,
coming
the
out.
Intercontinental,
Yeah.
the world, the both main championships. You got the both women's championships.
I think who was that, Dane?
Yeah,
I think Dane. If they had prominent storylines to each title,
exactly.
it would be something of
Worth meeting.
Yeah, exactly. Like that belt means something.
I'm actually happy that the Intercontinental Championship is no longer included in the Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose feud.
Right.
That should have never been in there.
Right. I mean, like, look how powerful that belt was when the Miz had it for a year. That thing was like gold. That was the universal title to everybody. Exactly. That was a belt to have.
Yep. That who cared? What was the championship?
He
was the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
He was the champ because the Brock Lesnar wasn't there.
Right. So he just kind of was main event. Up. Yeah, he was main event.
It's very unfortunate that
when Paul Heyman showed up once every 2 months. So when you have these belts, you just got to play it right. And we know WWE could play it right because the Miz had it.
Yeah.
And he played it right.
Right.
So these belts do come with value if the person wearing it can make something of it. That's all I'm saying.
Matt saying Bobby Lashley has the best character now in his entire career in WWE. Sad to say, but it's true.
I agree.
Yeah, I think like back in the day when ECW was a thing, when they give you the ECW championship, that means you're a joke.
Right. It didn't really matter.
It didn't really matter because you would just whatever. Moving on now, of course, you're talking about championships and all that. Let's talk about money. Vince McMahon he loves his money. He likes making offers. So apparently Vince McMahon and the WWE are doubling up on any offers that their superstars or independent wrestlers receive. The idea is if a superstar is offered any amount of money, or independent wrestler, on their contract from a rival promotion, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, the company will double the offer as an incentive to keep them on board.
That's insane. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been doing a lot of research on AEW. They're getting wrestlers not based on money.
Correct.
They're getting wrestlers that want to have freedom.
Yep.
So people are going to turn down WWE for the simple fact of I want creative control of my own character. And let's be honest, Vince McMahon has a hammerlock on every character on the WWE roster. Give or take maybe Brock Lesnar, John Cena. I think Ronda Rousey still, obviously she's brand new to the game still, so she's still got a lock in her character. But it's not like they're asking for much.
Yeah.
So like when you got Finn Balor who has two personas and you see it SummerSlam, come on. Like, that's one reason why AEW I think is going to be very successful. And I've been arguing with Tim. I'll leave it to another episode, but I just want to say, money isn't the problem solver here. For
very
wrestlers.
True, very true. It's all about creative freedom, not creative freedom, but in a way actually getting utilized. Their talents being utilized. That's all it is. Like perfect example, perfect 10. Ty Dillinger gone. He's gonna leave. He's not officially gone. He's done.
He's waiting it out.
He's waiting it out. He's gonna wait his contract out like Neville did, and now Neville's with AEW.
Just like that.
Now, speaking of another person who might be on their way out, there's been recent reports once again of Dolph Ziggler turning down contracts, not re-signing. You got all this crap going on again. Well, apparently Ziggler had turned down a contract to become a producer in the WWE, and he hasn't been featured in a live show since I believe that Drew McIntyre match when he destroyed him. And it's reporting that he still has not signed with the WWE, and his contract may end January 31st, 2019.
Wow.
So then again, take this all with a grain of salt. Who really knows when a contract ends? Like, unless I am that good that I just guessed that date. But Dolph Ziggler is set to go on a comedy tour. He changed his Twitter name to his real name, Nick Nemeth, for his comedy tour, and he's selling his wrestling T-shirts on a pro wrestling website now, rather than the WWE. Yep. So he might be officially done. I don't think he will jump ship to anywhere. He always said like one of the biggest things with his contract was he wanted freedom because he didn't want to work all those days. Like he wanted to do comedy on the side and then work wrestling at the same time.
Right.
So I think he's gonna be like a part-time wrestler. Maybe, I don't know, if he goes to AEW or anywhere else, he will be shined, but I don't think that's what he wants. I think he just wants to be free.
So When I got here, I read the rumor. I went back to his handle, spot on. But I went down probably like a good amount. I scrolled his page, right? And I made sure, and there was nothing wrestling related except for his pro wrestling t-shirts on that site. So there's no WWE reference, nothing.
Yeah.
Now, what I do want to say is if Dolph Ziggler goes part-time, I'll tell you right now, Vince McMahon will probably utilize him 1% of the year.
Exactly.
Because he's not that down.
Cena.
Right. He's not, but I don't think he's going to use, he will not get John Cena dates because he's not John Cena. He's Dolph Ziggler, who is compared to John Cena. It
was never utilized to his full potential.
Right. But if you compare both names, and if I tell you BA next year, we got a Royal Rumble surprise entrance, either going to be, and you haven't seen this guys in 365 days, surprise entrance is going to be either Dolph Ziggler or John Cena. Who you got? 99% of the people are going to pop for John Cena just because he built that name. I don't think Dolph Ziggler has earned that name. So if he wants to go part-time, right. But if he wants to go part-time, I don't think it's going to work for him. Now, I will tell you this. Bring it back to AEW real quick. And I know this is a rapid rumor, so I'm going to go really fast.
Yeah.
So AEW now, they're letting their wrestlers know that there is no holdbacks on their contracts. So they're letting their wrestlers fight on different promotions. No sweat. So another green light for Dolph Ziggler if he's going that route.
Right. Speaking of AEW, Dane said, "Is W isn't concerned with AEW?" Question mark. I don't know. He's probably jumping.
Not concerned. They should be.
I think they are concerned.
They should be. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a big fan of AEW and what they're doing already. And I'm actually excited for the product WWE is going to be forced to put out every week because AEW is obviously listening to the wrestlers. So Cody Rhodes was on a press conference. He said, we're listening to the wrestlers. Wrestlers come first. We want to make sure they're happy because if they're happy, they put on a happy product.
Yep.
So that is going to change the way wrestling is done in a business standpoint.
Right. Tuquan saying maybe they'll have like kind of control like WCW wrestlers had. Kind of hope they don't because WCW fell apart.
We saw that.
Matt said money talks. Welcome to let's see. Your name is Abby Jean. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but I literally have this playing while I'm working. Hey, thank you. Too sweet right there. Thanks for keeping us in your world as you're working and watching the rumor show. Why not? Money doesn't talk. Danny said money doesn't talk because W offered Omega and the Bucks WWE Championship money and they still turned it down. Very true. Matt saying Ziggler becomes the next Y2J from what you're saying, D.
Pretty much. And
comes back from many stints.
Yeah,
you know?
We got 13%.
Yep.
Oh, good God.
We're good. We just got the top rumors coming in.
All right.
Dane says, I think Ziggler goes to AEW and lights the world on fire. That would be pretty epic.
As long as he doesn't have his theme song with the record scratch. That's over.
Yeah, get rid of that.
I'm over it. I'm done with it. Good with it.
Top rumors now. Like I said, Batista, what's his status? So WWE is still in talks with Batista about a major match for WrestleMania 35 with Triple H out with an injury now. The match between the two might not happen. I mean, maybe he'll come back and hopefully in time. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It remains to be seen who WWE will choose as the former WWE Champion's opponent for WrestleMania. This past weekend was his birthday. WWE really put on like a nice montage of like epic stuff he's done in the past and said happy birthday to him. And he replied. He replied with, "You ain't seen nothing yet."
Okay, we are ready.
Boom. Right
Look
there.
at the reactions you got.
Right there. Just out of that. I'm telling you.
We got a lot of love, a lot of hate.
Now we're going back to the money talk. Dan the man just says, it's always about the money.
I don't know,
man dancing around.
I think he's money, but I don't think money talks right in today's world, man.
Right. People have earned their money.
The Young Bucks turned it down.
They just want to be free.
The Young Bucks aren't billionaires. They ain't millionaires.
Going on to the next top rumor now. Lars Sullivan had an anxiety attack a few weeks ago, and he was pegged for a big match with Cena prior to his debut. But since those issues and that match and angle might be off the table now, it's still not confirmed. So the thing they're going to do with Lars Sullivan is basically he will be called up when he feels he is ready because of like all the stress of moving to the main roster. It took a toll on him that he freaked out. The freak freaked out like that. Instead. This is big right here. I read it today. John Cena, a potential opponent if Lars Sullivan is not that man, is Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship.
Oh my
It's not
God.
finalized, but it could take place at WrestleMania 35.
Oh my God!
How
What a
about that?
way to beat all the records.
17 championship reigns
He deserves it.
would be a
Go
WrestleMania
on a
Daniel
bang.
Bryan. That would be
You know what's
pretty
fun?
epic.
This John Cena thing could go either way. You could have John Cena go. That would be awesome. John Cena and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
What's up? You got it.
Yeah, I got 2 comments. Dane's saying anyone who thinks it's about the money is a WWE. I don't know what he's saying at the end of that, but basically, I think he's against the whole money talk thing. And now Steve Fisher, we haven't done this in a while. This is the first time I got a question in a while.
Ooh.
We got to start doing that again. We got fan questions, but basically, don't know if it got brought up or not, but there's been a possibility of breaking up the brands and making one whole show again. Early in the show, if you rewind on YouTube or anywhere this video is posted, I did talk about the whole brands and potentially being split after Mania. Anywhere on that? Yes. And of course, is it good or bad for the brand? I think it's good.
I think it's good
because you mix in. Hopefully, I mean, more people might get overshadowed, but people were. I think you get more feuds out of it instead of getting those shakeups.
You know, I think Vince McMahon is getting pushed to the limit here. I think he has to make that. He needs to unify the groups, only because SmackDown is killing it when you're comparing it to Raw, and you know Raw is his baby, so he needs to have that hot flash coming in.
Yep,
it's what it is.
It is what it is. Moving on to now, going to talk about AEW in a way because I think this is why they did it. The Revival, of course, last week requested their release right after their match with the Lucha House Party in their ring gear. They indeed asked for their release. It has not been granted. Because basically, WWE said they were asked to give them 3 months to prove things are going to change.
Wow.
Yeah. So
the ball is in the wrestler's court right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was also another rumor that Mike and Maria Kanellis also requested their release. I know they have not pushed. I really am a fan of them. Or Mike and that rumor is actually false.
Thank God.
Maria cleared all that up on Instagram. Maybe that's a way of covering up so she don't get her ass reamed out.
Probably. I mean,
we're gonna find out what's gonna happen.
These wrestlers got it.
That's like Revival is like they got 3 months to prove them that things are going to change for
WWE
Revival.
Needs to step up.
I think you change it right now with tonight. Revival shows up, demolishes the Lucha House Party, calls out Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And then you're on the pre-show for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, you're going to be on the pre-show. But for sure, Chad Gable and Bobby Lashley need to
Roode.
Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Why did I say Lashley? Bobby Roode needs to be at Raw. They can't have another day off, or that will set the. In my opinion, I think the whole reason why this got to this level, we got tag team champions that are not on the show.
Yeah.
When you can't afford any other tag belts, not any other belts, not on the show.
Yep.
Your main belt isn't there. We've talked about. We as SmackTalk as a group have been talking about this for about 2 years.
Yep.
How is this not changed?
Exactly. Reading one comment before I get to the main event of the top rumors. Matt is jumping off of Steve Fisher's question of the brands. He's saying too much talent to utilize with no brand split, in my opinion. NXT call-ups become even more irrelevant. How about this? You are correct. How about this? You put NXT on actual television.
I agree.
Boom.
I agree.
It will do better in ratings compared to Raw and SmackDown. I will guarantee it.
I agree.
It will do better. And now I know it's like tough for me to go on the network and just catch up with NXT and all that. Put it on TV where I'm actually going to what's Wednesday? Oh, I can watch it. Yep. NXT. Bam. Just like that.
It's tough. It's so tough being able to I'm not a fan of going on the network. I'm like convenience. I'm a convenient kind of person. Turn the TV on, boom, there.
Right. Top rumor main event right now.
5%.
Pretty big.
No pressure.
No pressure. Andre Sin Almas see no more because he's no more Sin Almas. It's just Andre. I will get on that in 1 second. Has reportedly been telling indie wrestlers, don't come to the WWE. It isn't what it's cracked up to be. Well, they rhymed.
Wow.
I didn't write that. It just happened. But I did read a report. WWE officials have recognized Andre's ability to perform in big match situations. That I believe is a 2 out of 3 falls match against Rey Mysterio this upcoming Tuesday on SmackDown Live. Regarding to big match situations, there is no bigger stage than WrestleMania 35, and WWE would like to showcase his in-ring skills in a potential ladder match or a title match, most likely the United States Championship match, title match. That's pretty
epic.
Yeah, apparently, he told his buddy that don't come here, and he told another guy don't come here, and that other guy signed with Ring of Honor. I wish I had their names. They're both from New Japan, I believe.
Dang.
Pretty bit epic. I could see why you would say that. So I'm gonna let's see comments. Yep. NXT is a great product, but no way. Okay. He said no way to put it on onto Maddie. He said don't put it on TV.
He likes the exclusiveness of it, but it's tough to get into it.
Yeah.
Like I would say 60% of the people who are casual wrestling fans don't watch NXT and they just look up for the highlights.
Steve Fisher, Gallows, Anderson, Koff. Not that I've brought them up in the past or anything, but they should be pushed.
They're getting pushed out the door,
it's
brother.
Unfortunate. It really is. It's really sad that they didn't get pushed to their full potential. I completely forgot they were champs at that Florida WrestleMania when the Hardy Boys came back. Let's see. Sick. Dane said, "I'm hearing Amos versus Mysterio for the US title." I did hear that rumor too. Yeah. That was a few like months ago. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. Let's see. Matt said, "No, together. Not that. I meant the ratings wouldn't be better." Oh, he's saying if NXT was on TV, the ratings wouldn't be better. You know? Do you think? I'm gonna put up a poll.
I agree. Yeah.
I'm gonna put up a poll on Twitter.
People decide.
Do you think if NXT became live on TV, who would be better in the ratings? Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? Boom. Just like that. I just made a poll.
Done and done.
With that being said, if you haven't already, like, share, retweet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do everything you got to do. Follow. And, of course, everything I said today, take it with a grain of salt because I'm Insider BA.
Yours truly, Dan Gogh.
See you all this Thursday for the People's Podcast with our Royal Rumble predictions. Find out who gets chopped for the TLC pay-per-view. Right. I don't know. It's been about 6 weeks.
Yeah, we've been off for a while. Holiday weekend.
It's definitely going to be too
quickly. Sweet. Just quickly, two supporters that I just want to jump out and mention. Orson and Washoe, man, we appreciate you guys. We are sharing to your wall. You guys are accepting it. We really do appreciate it. Everybody that we share on the Facebook wrestling side of it. Appreciate it. All the admins out there. And Fall River Experiment is Johnny Lope's show. We can't wait. You know, we are always behind you, brother.
Damn right, bro. All right. With that being said, I'm signing out inside of BA. I will see you all next week with a brand new show after the Royal Rumble.
Don't forget the podcast.
Peace.
Let's go.
Oh, no. It won't end.
Oh, no, mama. We're still live.
We're still live.
Psych. Boom, baby. Thank you, everybody on YouTube.